in the whole process, how do you, what's the approach? Your approach is, that's the physical approach, is you are going around from the front, you have to be visible. But when you decide in your head, and that whole lot of, it's like the lion in the jungle picking up, one from the herd. So how do you decide? One is, yes, you can see that that person might have a better story than the other person. That's what you're making a choice on. But what's that process of making a choice of the story and the person you want to approach? And that before that approach, the probably half a minute before the approach or a minute before the approach, what's that?
Yeah, you're a very thoughtful man. You ask good questions. These are things I've thought of. That's why you're bringing it back to what I used to think about a lot is, how do I select the person? Because a lot of the times you can only pull one string and there's potentially another 80 strings that you've lost. You have to be okay with it. And the thing is, sometimes I'll approach a certain person and think, yep, this seems to be if I was to put it into words, what I'm looking for is someone who is different. And I don't know what that means. Are they dressing different? Do they seem like they have something quirky about them? Do they have like an earring or nose ring? Are they walking around in a mall with big headphones where they're trying to now not listen to anyone else? Are they doing something, like do they have a weird thing they carry? Like something interesting, okay? That's kind of what I'm looking for. Do they have a quirkiness about them? Are they, I don't know how to describe that. Like, are they just moving in a different way? Like, are they being shifty? Like, is there something, right? Because a general stock standard person, and that's what I'm saying, I've been wrong so many times, sometimes approached, gone, I'm not going to use my usual way of selecting someone, I'm going to go with the complete opposite. Mm-hmm. And I've hit someone and they've been incredible. Mm-hmm. So you miss all those opportunities and I have to be okay with it. But I just try and go, well, what are my chances of making, because it is all about time versus output and what's of interest, because breaking down a professional takes a lot longer than breaking down someone who's okay to have a conversation. So there's no real hard and fast. It's a quick assessment of who looks interesting based on all those criteria. Mm-hmm. Are they different in some way? Mm-hmm. Because if they're not different, that's basically, I'm looking for someone who has a unique point of view on the world. Mm-hmm. And how do I select someone who has a unique point of view on the world? It's generally they're doing something unique or wearing something unique or have a different representation about themselves as opposed to the general person.
Mm-hmm. When you're interacting, sometimes people come in bunch. So 1-to-1 versus 1-to-3 or 4 in the queue.
Yeah, I hate
I
hate 1 to multiple.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
And then you have to do the rapport creation, all of that times 3 or times 4.
Yes.
And then in a very small circle. And then you have to keep everybody into the conversation for that first 5-10 seconds.
And the hardest part is 3 people want to walk away and I'm trying to talk to one, that one person will also walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and how do you stage manage that? You can't stage manage it, but how do you manage that? Because you are watching in your vision here, this man is walking. You're talking to this guy, and then this guy is walking on the way. So you're getting jittery about why the hell he's leaving, what I've done wrong.
Yeah.
So how do you keep that confidence that you can see this man is walking away from, but he's part of the same group?
It's very hard, and I try and avoid multiple people for that one exact reason, is because now there's too many variables, and this is just going to go off the rails. What the best way of doing that is, it's like in the world of the game, the people that, the pickup artists used to do is a similar thing, is if you're trying to approach a girl that you want to speak to, and there's, a bunch of other girls or maybe guys and in the group, you have to get them out as quickly as possible so you can have that interaction with that person. Unless you're using that other person to disarm this person further, meaning, if your friend is here and I want to talk to you, but that friend seems disinterested, we can be in on a joke with the friend, saying, your friend's just never paying attention. What's wrong with your friend? Mm-hmm. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, and then you kind of quickly keep bringing them back. Then you use the other way. Go, man, you're so boring. How do you hang out with this? Like, you kind of always have to
link.
There's only a little bit of time, but you have to be in on the joke with one of them so they both stay interested. Best thing is, go, hey man, why don't you guys just back off for a second? I need one representative. And then hopefully they just go and hang out with themselves, or one person waits away from camera and we can have the conversation.
But sometimes what happens is when you're talking to a group of people, the first one you pick up is not that interesting. And there's another one who just starts speaking and they say, oh, and then you have to change your focus there, or do you not do that?
No, you can. You can. There's no hard and fast rule. If that person becomes more interesting, the first one takes the backseat. But you have to keep everyone interested, because as soon as one person is disinterested, they're both going to go. Or that person talking to you is going to go, oh, my friend's now leaving, and you've lost it. It's hard. I don't know. A lot of the times I try and avoid more than 2 people, but sometimes you have to manage it. And yeah, there's no real expert way as opposed to keeping them all engaged.